Good evening, but first tonight at 6, when former President Donald Trump gives his first speech since leaving office this weekend, Governor Noem will be there. Noem is also set to speak at the annual Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC, in Florida. We have the latest on the South Dakota governor's high-profile travel schedule. Governor Noem has top billing at the CPAC convention in Orlando. She will speak on Saturday at 2:50 Central Time. The CPAC convention is host to many anti-maskers, including the former president himself. However, both Orange County, Florida and the CPAC convention say they will enforce mask mandates for everyone.
When you're seated, you should still be wearing a mask. So if everybody can go ahead, work on that. I know it's not the most fun.
You have the right. You have the right to set the own rules in your own house, and we're borrowing somebody else's house, so we need to comply with their rules.
In terms of what Noem has to say to the audience, she didn't get into specifics at her news conference this week, but did say she would talk about her home state.
Well, I'll tell a little bit of South Dakota's story. That's what's important to me, is that people understand how special the state is and the people that live here. And then also about what this legislature's doing right now is making responsible decisions, not just for the people here and protecting their health, but also growing the economy and protecting it for future generations.
Subjects of various talks at CPAC include the left's assault on a free people, how government, big tech, and the media are colluding to deprive us of our humanity. Senator Ted Cruz will give a speech entitled Bill of Rights, Liberty, and Cancel Culture.
I gotta say, Orlando is awesome. It's not as nice as Cancun. But it's nice.
There will also be several talks on protecting our elections, as well as one titled Winning Back America. Noem says her speech will also focus on the country.
America's a special place, and so I'll reflect back on our history and talk about what we can do to preserve this country and the example that it is for the rest of the world far into the future.
Despite Noem's high-profile stature among conservatives and several out-of-state fundraisers, she has denied that she plans to run for a national office in 2024. I also asked the governor's office who was paying for Noem's trip to Orlando this weekend. Her office says they are not from state funds and that she is not using the state plane for this travel. South Dakota has never seen a governor travel in and out of the state as much as Noem, and you'll no doubt remember that your tax dollars pay for Noem's security detail wherever she goes. Multiple attempts to make the cost of Noem's security by the South Dakota Highway Patrol public failed in this year's legislative session. However, yesterday, lawmakers rejected a bill supported by the governor, which would have paid for a new state airplane. Governor Noem is also expected to be a guest on Face the Nation on CBS Sunday morning.